317.17. Hey y'all, Artist Book Girl here, and today we're going to make that journal page. There's some information in the description box below, so please check it out because this project was inspired by Wendy Mason. Shout out. So I drew me out some, well, I printed them. I didn't draw them, okay? So I printed out some 4-leaf clovers on a medium green cardstock. It's kind of a lightweight cardstock, so I decided to glue that onto another piece of cardstock that's just a little heavier. So anyway, that's what I did. I did 4 pieces because my thought was 4-leaf clover, 4 layers, right? So yeah, it was my thought. So anyway, this is a creative arts collaboration hashtag event. So be sure to search out YouTube for hashtag hashtag Love Spring Art 2017, and you will find all kinds of videos about all kinds of art stuff and crafts and stuff. Yeah, for the event. So there we go. Ta-da! So now it's dry because you don't want to cut your stuff until it is dry, y'all. Don't be cut until your stuff is dry. And so we're cutting it, and we're cutting it, and we're cutting it, and we're cutting it some more. It takes a minute. And sometimes I go around that way, and then when I get to the other side, I, you know, kind of go for a left-handed cut. So, oh, phone's ringing. Hang on, y'all. Well, that was nice. Excuse me, I got to adjust my mic again. So, anywho, that was the color art people because I messed up my own address. Well, actually, I had the house number, but I didn't give them the street name. And they actually called me to find out that information so they could so they could send my order to me. That was so sweet, y'all. Gotta love color art. Oh goodness. So anyway, I'm just cutting out and cutting out. Like I said, I was going to do you know, 4 layers of 4-leaf clovers because, you know, my clever head said that was more butter. It only ends up being 3. I'll just break the surprise right now. So on this layer, I decided I was going to stamp, and I'm going to use that there stamp, whoever maker name of, I have no idea. No idea, my dears. And I'm using blue and green Archival ink, and just kind of smushing it around. You really can't hardly, well, I can't see on my little screen, but in a minute I'll give you a close-up. Pretty sure. Oh, and we have a photo montage at the end of this video, y'all. Yes, silent saying photo montage. See? Kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. So, did I already go around the outside with the black mark? Oh, here it is right now. Here's the marker. I'm going around. I was going to say magic marker, but yeah, Sharpie. It's Sharpie. Going around and around and around the outside. Oh, hubby called. I just love him. He's a good guy. I think he likes me. So anyway, we chatted for a while, and you know, I'm outlining. When you're outlining stuff or you're putting edges on, go from the back side. That way, if your pen slips or your ink slips, it's on the back and not the front, okay? Even though I went from the front a couple times. So now we're going to put some trim on. Be sure to watch Wendy Mason's video after you're through watching mine, okay? After. All right. So anyway, I have this gold trim, and I thought shamrocks and leprechauns, and they give me gold. It's real gold, y'all. So we're going to stick that on. I kind of had a hard time with it, and I fumbled around, and yeah. That's some real old trim that I probably got from a secondhand store a while ago. Okay, and by a while ago, it could have been some time ago. And that weird clicking sound you hear in the background, that's our security camera. It does that when the light in the room changes. It goes click, and it's very annoying. It does it when you turn the lights on or turn the lights off and the sun goes behind a cloud and all, you know, I don't really explain that to you. But we have security cameras in our house, okay? So finally got that all around there and fumbled and yeah, finally got it. Did I use the heat gun yet? Heat gun in advance. Keeping it on the time because this thing is sped up, and you know what happens when they do that. So we're going to take this here modeling paste. It's basics and it's kind of old, so it's a little on the thicker-ish side. And I decided I'm going to put some green paint in there. And I'm going to use that stencil, and this is really just for texture. It's not, it's not really any other purpose but texture. So we're taking our next layer of our 4-leaf clover and we're going to put some texture on it. Be sure to search throughout YouTube for hashtag LoveSpringArt2017, all one word, and the hashtag is the number sign for us olden peoples. It's the number sign. I don't know why they call it a hashtag either. Okay? It's pound sign. Number sign, pound sign, hashtag. You know, don't you just love it when they name things so many different things? Oh, look, you can see it. And I wanted to brighten it up a little bit, so I'll take some, just some white, titanium white, and just kind of buff over it with my finger there. Close up. Mr. DeMille. That's before my time, just saying. So, like, yeah, I'm going to put that on there. And then I thought, well, let's put some trim around that, because that was the original plan, was to put trim around all these different layers, right? So I had this here green yarn. It's got some eyelashy stuff in it. And I thought, well, I'm not going to try to mess that around and all that stuff. So let me just bunch it up underneath there and see how it looks. And I'm like, no, did not like it. So let's rethink that. Oh, I know. Let's put some glitter on it. Yeah, that makes everything a little better. So inside that there Scotch quick dry glue bottle is actually Aleene's quick dry, turbo dry, quick dry glue. So yeah. And so that's what I used. Glitter. It's a really fine, super fine, really fine glitter there. Okay. Look, can you see? Glitter, glitter, glitter. Put the leftovers back in the bottle because it's precious stuff, you know. It lives with you forever. Hang on, y'all. Told you it was coming. So I'm like, oh, let's pop a dot. Let's use a pop a dot. And this is an old actual piece of foam square. And I'm sure it's not actually a pop dot stuff, but, you know, that's what I'm using it for. And it is like super sticky. And now my scissors need de-sticking. Okay, so I use the little leftover pieces to pop up the outer edges of the 4-leaf clover over and over. And gonna try to pull the back off, and that just was like, holy cow, man. One of them pulled all the sticky off, so I ended up having to put glue on that part too. So there we go. I am just tickled pink that Color Art called me. There are some nice people up there in California, y'all. I know. California raisins, good folks. Look. It really looks cool in person. And so I thought, well, you know, that glitter's just going to keep flipping off. So I put some gloss accents on it. And later on, I decided to just put the glitter and the glossy accents around all my layers. So that's what I did. I don't show you that part because it's the same thing. Same thing, okay? Kind of trying to show you off camera, and don't be surprised by more off camera-ness later. So my third layer that I was going to put on, I didn't like, so I just totally cut that out because that was just like, you know, didn't like it. It was too close in size, I think, to the other 4-leaf clovers. So my final layer, which is actually a third layer, Originally going to be 4, but now it's 3rd. I stamped a pretty face on. I don't know the maker of this stamp either. You know, that was before I was collecting names and makers and stuff. So anyway, I like her. More glitters around the outside edge. And like I said, I ended up going back and doing that on the other one. Didn't show you. And I went over all of them with glossy accents. Okay. Now we're going to use some more Pop Dot. And this is some old stuff again still. Yeah. So, sticky, icky, icky. I might have to throw them scissors away. It's so sticky. That makes it good, doesn't it? Make it more better. So there we are, putting it on. And originally I was just going to do this and, you know, send it in Happy Mail because, you know, because of Wendy Mason's piece that she did, but it just didn't work for me for this clover, at least not with the stuffs I had. So, you know, I said, what am I going to do with it? And I still don't know what I'm going to do with it, because at this point I'm still thinking it's just going to be, you know, like a little weird card that you send in mail to somebody, make them happy, you know. St. Patrick's Day. Let me paint you if you're not wearing green, because today's St. Patrick's Day. And on St. Patrick's Day, everybody's, you know, Irish. So I decided I was going to turn it into a journal page and then turn that there into a greeting card. You know, I used to do that all the time. Every month I did that, and I hadn't done that in a long time. Well, now that I got all my loose leaf journal pages all bound up nice and tight and pretty little books, oh man, I'm so happy with that. I feel better about doing loose leaf journal pages again, because, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And I've already glued the shamrock down. 4-leaf clover layer over and over. And the 4-leaf, this is what the leaves mean, you know, love, faith, hope, and luck. So I signed in my little name, and I went and scanned it on the scanner, y'all, and saved it on a little SD card and stuck that in my little Canon selfie printer and printed out. I only take a photograph of, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 cards, however many, but I got more than that. I think I really only made 6 though, so, you know, not too much Happy Meal, not too much, just a little. And my little quarter rounder there sometimes leaves this weird edge, so I'm just easing that into a straighter, more straighter-ish line. So yes, I know my voice is annoying, and thank you. And my accent too. Thanks, y'all. Well, some people. So now we're going to pretty up the edge, and that there punch bit the dust. I ruined like 10 cards trying to do this. I didn't want the edge all the way across. I just wanted a little lacy edge in the middle and then 2 round lacy edge corners. So anyway, yeah. So I put my printed picture onto just a green mat, because I mean, you know, it's shamrock. And yeah. Oh, and the official Irish flag colors is green, white, and orange. So hence the coloration. And you know, St. Patty drove all the snakes out of Ireland. That's why they don't got no snakes over there. And it's amazing for this girl from Texas, where, you know, she can't hardly even go out in the backyard without finding a snake. So of course I had to put a snake on the envelope. I know you can't see it. So anyway, I'm going over it with a Stardust glitter ink pen. Oh man, that's one of my favorites. It's clear, and I try so hard to show you, and I don't know if you can see it, but I like it. It's one of my favorite pens and inker pens. Okay, so now we're almost into the photo montage. Bam. Yeah, I only photographed 3 cards, so you know. Look at that, and a real good close-up's fixing to come up. Stay tuned till the end, because you're going to want to see the last picture, which comes after the credits, in case you didn't know. There's always a photograph after the credits, so be sure to stay for that, okay? You're going to love it today. Just saying. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.